this pump, you will have both a 7-day and a 14-day version. They look exactly the same. The difference is the 14-day, there is a 14 that is on the face right here. You'll know that's a 14-day pump. The 7-day does not have anything. Okay, so 7-day if it doesn't have anything, or 14-day if it does. These little lights on the front, there are 7 lights that go right around that power supply. Each day of therapy that expires, they will lose a light each day. So if they have 3 lights, they have 3 days of therapy left, okay? And it'll go back to, if their surgery was at noon, it'll go off at noon at the end of the 7th day, okay? So it kind of equates to that timing, so you can let them know that. With the 14-day pump, all the lights will stay on for the first 7 days, and then the second 7 days, they will start losing a light a day, okay? So it still holds true. 3 lights, 3 days of therapy left, okay? So that's gonna be equivalent. A couple of the other, I'm gonna just attach this so it's not gonna be beeping at us, but I'm gonna turn this on. When you do turn this on and off, you do have to hold it like 3 to 5 seconds before it's gonna come on. We don't want people accidentally touching it and it going on or off. So you have to hold it down, turning it on and off. So you see our lights. You have your little charge supply. 2 lights means you've got a full charge. I'm gonna say 99% of the time when these come out of the box back there, they should be fully charged. There's occasionally a random one that, for whatever reason, may not be charged. It will go from 2 lights underneath the power to 1 light to yellow. And then that means that your power is dropping down. When it is charged, so there's your yellow, so you see mine is low. Also, when you do have it plugged in charging, the little power cord, there's a light on that power cord that will show up as well, okay? The other two lights that are on here, one is a blockage. There's an X, there's like a little channel with an X on it. That means you have a blockage. The other one is like a channel with a little air, like an air escaping. That's an air leak. So when you are looking to troubleshoot those, what you want to do, I always say start at the pump regardless, work your way to the patient, make sure the tube, make sure the canister is fully engaged. If you have an air leak, make sure that your tubing is fully attached and pushed down. Make sure your clamp is fully enclosed. If it's a blockage, make sure there's no kinks or anything. It's not under the patient or kinked, you know, underneath their gown or something. Then the other thing that you're gonna do, work your way down to the patient. So this is what your dressing should look like. It should look like a raisin, not like a big fluffy marshmallow, but it should look like that raisin. So you're just gonna look and inspect for any areas that look like there may be an air leak. 9 times out of 10, when I have an air leak, it's in a crack or a crevice, skin fold, something along those lines, and they just haven't got that skin flat and got it fully down. If you can't seem to find where that air leak is, use your stethoscope. If you take your stethoscope and go around those edges, usually you can hear the air whistling. Okay, so use your stethoscope to help find where you need to patch. You can use those extra patch strips, or you can use a piece of tape. Okay, either way. So that's patching that. I'm going to show you. You see this one is rounded on the ends. This one, when they're back there putting this on, this is like a big sticker. Goes right over top of the incision line. It just peel and stick kind of thing. If you see one that is square at the end, it is a customizable. So a customizable starts out looking like this, and basically they have to build it. So what happens is they're gonna cut this to whatever size or shape that they need. They're gonna cut this to the size or shape of what they need. And then if they have like a T-shape incision, as long as foam is touching foam, we can do that. We can do zigzags, we can do whatever with this. So this provides us that flexibility. The one thing this is where I usually find more of the air leaks and or the blockages. And I'll tell you why. Because with this dressing, and I think your guys have gotten